Hi, I'm Enchanting Nubianette. Welcome back. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Today I'm going to bring to you a very bizarre news story, and it's giving Chicago what is going on under your waters vibes. So originally, everyone, when I saw the title, I thought the story was going to be about bodies, but it's not. So let's first off take a deep breath. There were not 90 bodies found in the Chicago lake. Instead, what was found was nearly 100 submerged vehicles in the Chicago River, not a lake. So, thanks to a dive team called the Chaos Divers, who were out there trying to solve a cold case from 1970, everyone, about 50 years ago. They were looking for a couple, Edward and Stefana Andrews, who vanished after leaving a cocktail party in their Oldsmobile car. So instead of one car, the dive team found a whole underwater parking lot. Could you imagine that? That is really bizarre. And like Chicago, you have like a whole used car dealership right underneath the river and didn't tell anybody. And before you ask, no, like I said earlier, surprisingly, there are no human remains found in those cars. But the dive team is still checking the VIN numbers and the plates. So who knows what else might bubble up. Now you're probably wondering, how deep is this river? Like I was. So according to online reports, the Chicago River isn't exactly the Mariana Trench, but it's deep enough to hide a few secrets, and on average, it's about 21 feet deep. So it's deep enough to swallow a whole car and keep it tucked away for decades. And it did. So these are the more precise measurements of the river. So the length is about 156 miles long. The width, it does vary, but in the downtown area in Chicago, it can stretch up to 200 feet wide. And the depth, as I mentioned, is around 21 feet. But in some spots, it's even deeper than that. So, once again, it's not a lake, it is a river. And it's definitely have enough room to host like a mystery party for lots of people. So now imagine being a diver and expecting to find one car, and instead you're like, oh, just 97 more to go. In my opinion, that's not a search. That is a Netflix series waiting to happen. I'm looking forward to seeing it, by the way, because I know Netflix will most likely take on this new documentary and give us a lot of history and the breakdown of whose cars are these and how were they placed in this river and why. So, and the fact that these cars were just down there in the river like it's normal, it's giving Chicago's underwater secrets, and I don't like it at all. Very creepy, too mysterious. So, everyone, even though there's no bodies that were found, and thank goodness for that, because we don't need that type of crime to find out that someone has been getting away with unaliving, tens of people for so many decades. The number of vehicles, 97, does raise a lot of serious questions. And you know what? I wonder as well, YouTube family, why didn't anyone notice this after all these decades? From 1970, when that couple passed away, why isn't it that people did not notice? Even if, maybe people did swim in the water, but I guess because they were so far down in the water and people weren't diving in the river. That's my guess. And you know what? I also wonder, YouTube family, more importantly, what else is down in that river? I mean, if this river, this one river in Chicago, has 97 cars, what else could be down there? Could there be treasures down there? You know, could there be any kind of sea animals down there? Or, what other mysterious items could be down there? So I'm very interested to know more about this story. So, everyone, what is your take on the story? Have you heard of it, first of all? And, are you familiar with this storyline? And what are some of the questions that you have? Please drop a comment below. Thank you for watching. And you know what? There's always bizarre stories, and I'm so glad I can share them with you. So, everyone, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Stay safe wherever you are, and definitely keep your head on the swivel.